Most people cannot imagine going a single day without sugar. It is in your morning coffee, your breakfast cereal, your lunchtime sauce, and your evening snack. Sugar has quietly become one of the most consumed substances on the planet. But here is a question that scientists have been investigating with growing urgency. What actually happens inside your body when you remove it completely for 30 days? The answer is not what most people expect. Some changes begin within hours. Others unfold slowly over weeks. And a few of them could genuinely change the way you think about what you eat for the rest of your life. Welcome to Long Life Hub, evidence-based health for every age. Today we are walking you through the science of a 30-day sugar fast, week by week, system by system, backed by research you can verify yourself. Stay with me, because by the end of this video you will understand your body in a way that most people never do. Before we get into what happens when you quit, let us first understand what sugar is actually doing to you right now. The World Health Organization recommends that added sugar should make up no more than 5% of your total daily calories. For most adults, that works out to roughly 6 teaspoons per day. The average person is consuming between 17 and 22 teaspoons of added sugar every single day. That is more than 3 times the recommended amount. And the most dangerous part is that most people have no idea they are consuming that much. Sugar hides in foods that do not even taste sweet. Pasta sauces, salad dressings, bread, flavored yogurt, protein bars, and fruit juices are all significant sources of hidden added sugar. Researchers at the University of California, San Francisco have described excessive sugar consumption as a global health crisis, linking it to obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, fatty liver disease, and accelerated cellular aging. So what happens when you finally take it away? Day 1 to 3 will likely be the most uncomfortable part of this entire process, and that discomfort is actually evidence that something important is happening. When you remove sugar from your diet, your brain reacts in a way that researchers at Princeton University have compared to the withdrawal pattern seen with other addictive substances. Sugar triggers the release of dopamine in the brain's reward center. Remove it suddenly and your brain demands it back. You may experience headaches, irritability, fatigue, strong cravings, and difficulty concentrating. This is completely normal, and it is temporary. By day 4 and 5, your blood glucose levels begin to stabilize. Without constant sugar spikes driving insulin surges, your pancreas gets a much-needed break. Your energy, rather than spiking and crashing repeatedly throughout the day, starts to become more consistent. By the end of the first week, something remarkable happens with your taste buds. Research published in the journal Chemical Senses found that regular sugar consumption actually raises your taste threshold, meaning you need more and more sweetness to register the same level of satisfaction. Within just 1 week of removing added sugar, that threshold begins to reset. Foods that previously tasted bland, like plain yogurt, berries, or even carrots, start to taste noticeably sweeter and more satisfying. By the second week, the withdrawal symptoms are fading and the benefits begin arriving in ways you can actually feel and see. One of the first visible changes is in your skin. High sugar intake drives a process called glycation, where sugar molecules attach to collagen and elastin fibers in the skin, breaking them down and contributing to wrinkles, dullness, and inflammation. A study published in the British Journal of Dermatology confirmed that dietary sugar is a significant driver of skin aging at the cellular level. By week 2, with sugar removed, inflammation in the skin begins to reduce. Many people report that acne, redness, and puffiness visibly improve during this period. Your face may even appear less bloated because sugar causes the kidneys to retain sodium, which leads to water retention throughout the body, particularly around the face and eyes. Week 2 also brings meaningful changes to your gut. Sugar feeds harmful bacteria in the gut microbiome, while starving the beneficial bacteria your body depends on for digestion, immunity, and even mood regulation. Research published in the journal Nature found that dietary changes can shift the composition of the gut microbiome within as little as 3 to 4 days. By week 2, the balance of bacteria in your gut is already beginning to move in a healthier direction, which often results in less bloating, more regular digestion, and reduced abdominal discomfort. Week 3 is when many people describe a mental shift that they were not expecting. Brain fog lifts. Focus sharpens. Thinking feels clearer and faster. This is not coincidence. It is biology. A landmark study from UCLA found that a high sugar diet impairs both memory and learning by disrupting synaptic activity in the brain. The researchers found that fructose, a form of sugar found in many processed foods and sweetened drinks, actually slows communication between brain cells. By week 3 of no added sugar, those pathways are recovering. Your brain is no longer riding a glucose roller coaster that swings between euphoria and exhaustion. It is running on stable, consistent fuel. Mood also improves significantly during week 3. This is because sugar disrupts the production of serotonin, your brain's primary mood-regulating chemical. A major review published in the journal Nutrients found a consistent link between high sugar consumption and increased risk of depression and anxiety. With sugar removed, serotonin production stabilizes, and many people experience a noticeably calmer, more even emotional state. Your sleep is also likely improving by now. Sugar elevates cortisol levels in the blood, and elevated cortisol at night interferes with deep sleep. Research confirms that removing added sugar leads to more stable blood glucose overnight, fewer cortisol spikes, and deeper, more restorative sleep cycles. By the 4th week, the changes happening inside your body are going deeper than anything you can see in a mirror. Your cardiovascular system is responding. A study published by the American Heart Association found that reducing added sugar intake significantly lowers triglyceride levels, reduces LDL cholesterol, decreases blood pressure, and reduces systemic inflammation, all of which are major risk factors for heart disease. Your liver is also recovering. The liver is the primary organ responsible for processing fructose, and a diet high in added sugar forces the liver to convert excess fructose into fat. This is how non-alcoholic fatty liver disease develops, a condition now affecting roughly 1 in 4 adults globally. By the end of 30 days without sugar, liver fat begins to reduce and liver enzyme levels, markers of liver stress and damage, start to normalize. Perhaps most significantly for longevity, your cells are experiencing less oxidative stress. Sugar accelerates the production of free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells, DNA, and tissues throughout the body. This cellular damage is one of the primary drivers of biological aging. Reducing sugar intake directly reduces this oxidative load, and researchers believe this is one of the most impactful dietary changes a person can make for long-term health span. Many people start a sugar-free challenge hoping to lose weight, and the results can be meaningful, but they are more complex than the number on a scale suggests. In the first week, most weight lost is water weight, because sugar causes fluid retention and removing it allows that fluid to release. From week 2 onwards, if you are eating whole foods and not replacing sugar with excessive refined carbohydrates, your body shifts toward burning fat more efficiently. This is because stable insulin levels, which only become possible when sugar is removed, allow your body to access its fat stores more readily. Insulin is your body's primary fat storage hormone. When it is constantly elevated by sugar intake, fat burning is essentially switched off. Lower insulin means better fat metabolism. That said, weight loss varies significantly between individuals and depends on many other factors including total calorie intake, activity level, sleep quality, and stress. What the research consistently shows is that reducing added sugar improves body composition over time, even in people whose weight does not change dramatically on the scale. In the spirit of evidence-based honesty, which is exactly what Long Life Hub is built on, there are some things that a 30-day sugar fast will not do. It will not cure chronic disease on its own. It will not reverse years of metabolic damage in 1 month. And it will not work long-term if the rest of your diet remains poor. Sugar is one piece of a larger nutritional picture. Whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, fiber-rich vegetables, and adequate hydration all matter enormously. What reducing sugar does is remove one of the most disruptive forces acting against your body's natural ability to heal, regulate, and thrive. Think of it as clearing the road rather than reaching the destination. Also worth noting is the difference between added sugar and natural sugar. The sugars found naturally in whole fruits, vegetables, and dairy come packaged with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and water, all of which slow absorption and buffer the metabolic impact. The research consistently targets added sugar, the kind that is manufactured and inserted into processed foods, as the primary dietary concern. Whole fruit is not the enemy. So let us bring it all together. When you quit added sugar for 30 days, here is what the science says happens. In week 1, your brain begins withdrawing, your blood sugar stabilizes, and your taste buds start to reset. In week 2, your skin clears, your gut microbiome begins to rebalance, and water retention reduces. In week 3, brain fog lifts, mood stabilizes, sleep deepens, and mental clarity improves. In week 4, your heart, liver, and cells begin recovering at a deeper level, and your biological aging process slows down. None of this requires a prescription. None of it requires expensive supplements. It simply requires 30 days of intention and consistency. If this video gave you something valuable today, please take 2 seconds to hit the like button. It genuinely helps Long Life Hub reach more people who need this information. Subscribe if you have not already, because every week on this channel we bring you health content that is honest, research-backed, and built for every age. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Would you take the 30-day no sugar challenge? Drop a yes or a no below, and let me know your biggest reason. I will see you in the next one.